Hello, YouTube. Scab the Wolf here. And it's time for another first listen to a new album. Now, earlier today, I did my reaction to the new Northlane song named Clockwork. Of course, you guys know that. Whoever watched that, thank you very much. And I hope you guys enjoyed that. But now we're going to be reacting to the new ERRA album. So yeah. Now, I'm kind of a new fan of ERRA. Like, I got into them with their album Neon in 2018 when that came out. And I like what I heard. And so I'm definitely excited for this album to come out. This new one. This self-titled album. Now, I listened to three songs prior. First one was Snowblood, that was released back in 2018. Not 2020 actually. August 2020. And that was the one single that I liked. Not saying that the other two were bad, but the other two were good enough for what they were, but they weren't anything that was special or anything like that. And I have some problems with the one song Divisionary that I heard. House of Glass, which was the second single, there wasn't much that I don't remember much, but I remember that the bookends, the beginning and the end, didn't really work for me, and it just kind of felt like another generic song from them. Not terrible, but it was all right. But it didn't stick with me that long. However, Divisionary, I do like the lyrical content and all that stuff. I like the lyrics a lot. Having God and technology and all that stuff, comparing that to having some kind of religious thing, that's very clever. That's very good stuff, and they do it very well. Yeah, I know anyone can do it, but anybody can write lyrics like that. But ERRA does it in a way that's very clever and all that stuff. The problem is the song kind of meanders a bit, and it ends kind of suddenly. And I noticed that's a big trend in a lot of metalcore, where you have a song that sounds like it could be a lead into the third chorus, but then there's no third chorus, it just ends. And it leaves you disappointed. That's my biggest problem with the song Divisionary. It doesn't it has a lot of good going for it, and the scream vocals are very good, but it doesn't end in a climactic way. And then apparently on the album, it leads right into House of Glass, which doesn't really cohesively tie it together, I think. It's just kind of mixed. But that didn't really kill any of my anticipation for the album. I'm still excited for it a lot because it's ERRA and they're signed to a new label. They've released 5 singles, which I don't agree with that. I don't agree with them releasing 5 singles off of an album before the album is released. The other 2, Scorpion Hymn and Shadow Autonomous, those 2 songs, I haven't heard those yet, apparently, and I will hear them tonight. So, yeah. I just wish for the best for this album. Because I do like ERRA. I think they can do good things. The song Snowblood was a fantastic song, I think. It's probably the best out of the singles for this album. ERRA, the guitar work is good on that song, and all that stuff. So yeah. Now I typically don't do I don't listen to 3 singles before an album's released. I just listen to 2, but My thing is, I listen to the first single if there's no album attached to it. Then I listen to the second, and then if there's no album yet, then I am more likely to listen to the third single. So that's it. So that's how I do it when it's that situation. That's what happened with ERRA. That also happened with some other albums too. I don't like to spoil the album experience. That's and when a band releases 5 songs from an album, that's very ridiculous. Like I know, like in the modern rock community, Breaking Benjamin's Ember did that with like releasing, and that's really how, like, why one that album is probably one of their weakest, and two that coerced me to take the direction of only listening to 2 songs before an album is released. At the very least 3, because like because like maybe if it's a long album, maybe if it's like 15 songs, or maybe like I said, if there's no album announcement yet or something, then I'll listen to it. That's fine. But if it's like 5, if you listen to all 5 singles and then listen to the album, you're essentially just picking cherries at that point. Like picking select cherries off of the tree. It was like, oh, I've already tried that cherry. Let's try this one. This one is different from the other, and then you're not satisfied enough because you like listen to too many singles from an album, and then like it's like if you pick like 2 cherries off of the tree and they all taste good, and then you come back like 2 months later to that same tree, and then you pick 10 or 11 other cherries to have, that is a better experience. Like than just taking them all at once. Like also like in terms of like another comparison, it's like getting too many gifts at Christmas, or like getting a toy, or getting an exciting piece of electronics, or like getting a camera every single time you go to Target or something. Every time you go to the electronics section, you get like a very special thing. And that's not the way life should be, and that's not the way. And these record labels and these bands release 5 million songs, like exaggerating, of course, before an albums. Some bands even do like 8, which is absolutely ridiculous in my opinion. Like you've essentially just released the whole album at this point. At that point, if you're a band that's released 8 songs from an album, or some of the bands, they just release like a track every week. Good Tiger did that with Raised by Doomsday Cult, or whatever that album was called. Raised in a Doomsday Cult, not by a Doomsday Cult, sorry. And Sleep Token did that with their debut Sundowning, and that's kind of cheap in a way because it spoils the entire album. Like, I'd rather just listen to 2 songs and then listen to the rest of the songs on release day. That's a better option for me than to just like hear every single song when it comes out. So yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Like when the new Northland song album comes out, if it comes out this year or next year or whenever, like I'm not gonna just listen to every single song that they release, and I'm not gonna. That's kind of like if you bootleg the album, and I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna rob myself of an album experience because I just don't. And releasing a song like 1 week before the album comes out, come on, that's just BS in my opinion. Like, it's like you release that one song and then it further kills like it kills the allure. Basically, it kills like anything that happens. So I don't agree with that. But nonetheless, ERRA, self-titled, very excited for it. We're 10 minutes into the stream, and it's 9 o'clock, so I'm going to put this on. Now let's go check the release radar. The Spotify release radar. Last week there were songs from Our Waking Hour, Novelist, and some other stuff. There was a new Dead by April last week, which wasn't that good. There were 2 new Imagine Dragons songs. Both of them sucked. One of them was funny bad. The other one was absolute garbage that I refuse to speak about. So let's see if this release radar is better. It has more stuff. Of course, the new North Lane is on the release radar on mine. North Lane Clockwork, of course. Before I do anything else, I'll like that, put it in one of my playlists, and that'll be that. So we have a new Attila song. Great. Yay, new Attila. We have a new Beartooth song, Devastation. Album art looks pretty... The single art looks interesting. We have a Blackstone Cherry song. I'm not like huge on them. I think we'll probably pass on that. New Born of Osiris. That's White Nile. I knew they were coming out with something because I saw it. Cavo has a song called Come Undone. I hope that's not another Duran Duran cover, because we've been getting too many covers of that song. So, come on. Just leave the original alone. The original is the best version. And also, Mad at Gravity's cover is also pretty decent, but that's beside the point. But I hope it's not a cover of that Duran Duran song, which is a classic. Daughtry has a new song, Heavy as the Crown. Let me see. Yeah, it's just that. Gemini Syndrome has a new song, Die With Me. It's probably the 3rd single from whatever album they release. I heard Reintegration and IDK. Those 2 songs were solid. Die With Me is probably solid too. New Greta Van Fleet, Broken Bells. They've already released 4 songs from that album. Great. Whatever. Holding Absence has a new song. And of course, their new album, Greatest Mistake of My Life or whatever, comes out in April. And I'm excited for that, to hear that. Beyond Belief and Afterlife. Those songs were really good. New Living in Fiction. I think that was on there last week. New Our Last Night. Our Last Night is just releasing single after single. I don't know why, because they're not even that good. They're the covers band, and I'm not into them. New Pop Evil, Set Me Free. The cover art is like a dude with a cage on his head as a head. That's interesting. New Rise Against. I learned about that on Loudwire. Nowhere Generation. So Rise Against, like, they're pretty solid. Sleeping with Sirens has some song. I don't even know. I'm not even that big on Sleeping with Sirens that much. Whatever. It says it's from Paradise City. I don't know what that's all about. There's a new While She Sleeps song with Simon Neil. As you know, Simon Neil was on the new Architects album on the song Goliath, it's called, and I'm pretty sure that was solid enough. Like, I'm pretty sure Simon Neil's from Biffy Clyro, and he was also on a Good Charlotte album. I'm not familiar as much with Good Charlotte as much. So yeah, enough talking. Let's get. Well, I think we'll have enough time to listen to some more songs before. I'm not doing a tell-up because, goodness gracious, no. Let's do Beartooth first. So, 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh, it's aggressive. Hmm. And I forgot to say um that I can't find a way to like make it make the music come out. So whatever, make the music like here's music on the stream. So whatever. So you have to deal with that. All right, song's done, and what do I think of this song? Pretty good, pretty good balance between melody and like aggressive stuff. Like, and I read an article while I was listening to it that it said it was going to be the heaviest Beartooth album. So Beartooth, I'm not huge on them, but I do like some of their stuff. I think that they can do some good if they wanted to. Like, so yeah, that's Beartooth's Devastation. And like I said, I wish I could like learn a way to like make the music play on the stream, but like I don't know how to do that. So maybe one day I'll figure it out, but like not at this point. So I think we'll jump to Born of Osiris next. Don't worry, we will get to the new ERRA album. I promise. But there's new singles, of course. So we're gonna check out Born of Osiris, White Nile in 3, 2, 1, go. Here we go. The heck was that? Very gently here. Good solo here. And that's the song. And I think that one is pretty good. I like it better than the Beartooth song. Like, very good stuff. Like, very gent, of course, because Born of Osiris is a gent innovator and all that stuff, so no surprise there. Like, very good solo, very good stuff. Like, I'd like to get more into the band, that band, Born of Osiris, because I think they have a lot of good stuff. Like, I think. So yeah, like, and like the song has a good pacing to it. Like, doesn't feel disjointed or anything like that. Yeah, that one is definitely pretty good. I would have to say, pretty solid. Definitely worth checking out. So next up, what do we do now? Rise Against Nowhere Generation, maybe. No, let's see if the Cavo cover, or if the Cavo song is a cover. Man, I knew it. I'm just skimming through this. I mean, it sounds good. I mean, like, it's okay, but it's like, please. And also, it doesn't say that it's a cover of a Duran Duran song. It's just like, whatever. Like, that's my problem. I mean, come on. You could do better than that. Give Duran Duran a break. They've already had enough people with. They've already had enough bands covering that song. Come on, just give it a cover another Duran Duran. Cover Hungry Like the Wolf or something. Like, come on. That's ridiculous. Like, not that the song is bad or anything. Not that Cavo was even that bad. Like, but like they're solid, they're fine, but like, come on. All right, after that, I hope you all enjoyed that. Let's do the Rise Against song now. Nowhere Generation. Let's do that. Distance ourselves from that, whatever that was. All right, let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. Very Rise Against you, for sure. Yeah. All right. It's the Rise Against song. Very typical for them and like very anthemic and all that stuff. Very good. I like the cover art too. It's just a bunch of TVs, like box TVs stacked up on each other. That's a very good cover art. I like box TVs. I have one in my room. Whatever. All right. With all that done, I don't think we're going to be listening anymore because some of these are just like they've second singles, like third singles, the fourth singles, and all that stuff. So I think we're gonna jump. I'm not even gonna bother with the tell song. Don't worry about it. I think we'll listen to the ERRA song, the ERRA album now. Track listing: number 1, Snowblood; number 2, Gungrave; number 3, Divisionary; track 4, House of Glass; track 5, Shadow Autonomous; track 6, Electric Twilight; track 7, Scorpion Hymn; track 8, Lunar Halo; track 9, Vanished Canvas; number 10, Eidolon; number 11, Remnant; and number 12, Memory Fiction. Now, since I already heard Snowblood, House of Glass, and a Visionary, I might skip those. I might listen to them a little bit and then go to like the songs I haven't heard. So, this Snowblood. Of course, we heard that song. I like the opening to it. Like, I think this song is very good. Very good opener. The solo was killer on it. Like, I'll just tell you that. All right. Very intense stuff. So now we're going to be listening to Gungrave, the second track. 3, 2, 1, now. Already it's really good. I already heard Divisionary and House of Glass, so I'm just going to scan through them real quick. Then here's House of Glass. But now Shadow Autonomous. I haven't heard this one. All right. Next song. Next song. Next song. Next song. Next song. Right, next song, we're track 11 now. All right. Alright. Looks like that's the album. Okay, so what do I think of this album overall? All I can say right now is it's good. It's definitely good. Definitely like a melodic version of their sound. Like it's still an ERRA album, but like it's like very heavy melodic at the same time. Like it's like an expansion of their previous album. I think there's some stellar instrumentation on here. Some of the tracks are okay at best, though. Like some really like hit it out of the park, some don't. But like sorry. If you want to know more about what I think about the new ERRA album, it will be on my DeviantArt. Like the review, I'm gonna write a review and then I'll put it up on DeviantArt. So stay tuned for that if you're a DeviantArt watcher. If you're somebody who's on Deviant who reads my reviews and stuff like that. All right, so definitely solid stuff. Next week, the new Evanescence album comes out, Bitter Truth, and yeah, that's gonna be interesting. So there's a lot of albums coming out that I'm excited for. So yeah. So if you're a progressive, I can say that if you're a progressive metalcore fan, you'll probably like ERRA's new album. Pretty good stuff. And that's pretty much all I have to say about that. And if you want to check out the singles that Beartooth Devastation, Born of Osiris's White Nile, and Rise Against song Lonely Generation, you can check them out on YouTube or Spotify, whatever you're listening to. And you'll probably have a good time with those songs, like maybe. And Kevo with Come Undone. Man, it's not that it's a bad cover or anything, it's just too many people covering the song Come Undone, I think. That's all. So that's enough about that. Like, if you want to listen to everything I listened to tonight, you can do that on Spotify or YouTube or whatever you're listening at. You can buy the CD maybe when it comes out. I have the ERRA CD in my cart. I might buy it pretty soon. There's other CDs in my cart as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all that I have for tonight. Hopefully next week I have some other stuff planned. Still planning on getting that new camera to film more collection videos. Because my stimulus check arrived and I'm excited about that. And also I could do some streaming stuff as well. I could do other streams in the time between now and next week when my first listen to this album comes out. And in that case, it will be the new Evanescence album. So, and then Holding Absence, I'm planning on, and then Gojira, and maybe Royal Blood as well. And the new Vola album, Witness, I think it's called. And I don't know what's going to come out soon. So, that's pretty much all I have for tonight. That's my reaction to all the music I listened to tonight. This is Scamp the Wolf, signing out. Take care.